Gnar pickup, which is what I was about to say with the Jax and the Gwen ban, but not going to be the case. So we'll have to see exactly what the plan is going to be. Zeri potentially here for Doggo in that bot side of the map, but the only problem that we're starting to see is that when you pick the Zeri, Sivir is coming out as an answer into her, and we'll have to see if Photic is going to be wanting to bring that one out.
So if you got, you know, the conversation around the mid lane is all well and good, but Poppy is now in the game, Dagda, so I think that's a difference maker. But also, it's something we've talked a little bit about behind the scenes in some of the differences between Karsa and XLB. I absolutely think that XLB looks incredible on the Poppy. I think a lot of junglers in the LPL look incredible, but I think it facilitates his play a little bit more. So I really like that V5 were able to get that one in the second game. But you get the Zeri Yuumi double combo for BLG, so Doggo, Crisp, they've been propped up in the stage.
Looks like Photic and ppgod, though, like to what they had in game number 1, I'm going to bring it back here for game 2, going with the Lucian Nami. So WeiWei now, trying to see if he can eye up a jungler for himself. Xin Zhao could potentially work here. We've also seen that because the Poppy's locked in, Wukong has been brought into her, but doesn't work as well. Trundle, I think, could actually be an exceptional pick here as well, just to give WeiWei a bit of an easier time. But we'll have to see exactly what the plan is. WeiWei did look great on it in their series against FPX, and I think that's why we're seeing the moment of hesitation. But we'll get the Xin Zhao locked in.
So I guess some separation, at least some team fighting capability there to follow up or have as an initiation for the Zeri and the Yuumi. Also, the Yuumi combo with Xin Zhao pretty strong, I would say. So at least they're changing some things up for BLG in terms of how they approach fights. But again, a lot for me was execution last game. So let's look at what they get for the second phase at least. We get the Gragas ban by BLG.
So what is actually going to be the plan then? So Gragas is definitely a target towards Rich. And we kind of saw Rich there talking in the opening that he isn't very comfortable with his champion pool at the moment. So now with Gragas, Gangplank, Jax, Gwen, Gnar all taken off the board, we're kind of moving in towards things like the Sejuani, maybe the Ornn, these kind of things being brought out. I mean, he did bring out the Lilia, but that was more as an answer in towards God, why am I blanking?
The Gwen, I believe?
The Gwen, thank you, yes.
I got you back, Dagda. Synergy on lock. Mind melded to get into this series. It is the Sejuani ban by BLG at the end, so a lot of top lane focus here, and I wonder if V5 just add to that list at this point.
I do like that those two combined are dazzle. It's great. But to move on to see exactly. I think for V5, you probably don't want to. Oh, okay. I was going to say ban like something like the Ornn away here, because chances are that's what Rich is going to be going for here, trying to provide some engage tool. And I think that's why they're getting rid of the Fiora, because Fiora does quite well into the Ornn. So maybe now Bane might take the Ornn himself, but that could open up for something like a Aatrox maybe for Rich as a counter pick. Hale, we've seen a little bit from Rich, but that was right back at the start of the split. That would be interesting. Okay, so Bane going back towards his favorite champion, which is going to be this Camille. For anyone who doesn't know, his Korean solo queue account is called I Love Camille. He is a very big Camille player, and kind of seeing how many of these picks are already taken off the board, it does make sense that the Camille is kind of now being picked up by Bane.
Also, Camille, very nice into the likes of Zeri, even the Yuumi. So really like that takeaway, and also the comfort. Right, you said it's the two-pronged attack at this point for BLG. Okay. But it is the Sylas locked in here for V5, and I don't know if we're gonna get that same flexibility this time, Doug.
Oh, I think it'll be the Renekton going topside. It is a good answer into the Camille. Camille really struggles against the early trading powers of the Renekton, and you can snowball that lead spectacularly, but it does mean that you're in a bit of a difficult spot here as V5, as you don't have a huge amount of engage tools. Very good at disengage, but not actually setting up for these fights. So I think a lot of this is going to be on Rookie, trying to steal away things like the Hextech Ultimatum, maybe the Lost Chapter if you can get his hands on it to try and find these fights. Otherwise, BLG, at least looking with the Ryze now locked in for Icon, good push, ability to roam, good side lane control. looks like BLG have options here to try and play for sides and try and snowball this game. So this is going to be a really interesting early game to see if BLG can get those leads.
That's what I'm wondering here, because to me, it's feeling like a little bit of a confidence play from V5. They have a lot of focus in the early game and a lot of focus on XLB getting the ball rolling with the top trio, right? And even the bottom lane, getting some volatility down there in the Lucian Nami lane would be huge. So a lot of eggs in the early skirmishing basket. That 1-item spike, that 2-item spike, again, could be huge for V5. But as you said, I feel like there's a lot more insurance on the side of BLG this time around.
And that's the thing. Usually when I look towards towards how you want to try and play mid lane at the moment, is definitely leaning in towards the bottom side of the map. But actually looking at BLG's composition, I think there's a lot of reasons to play up towards top side. You get like great split push in the late game, and the ability to shut down this Renekton then just becomes nothing in the mid to late game fights. You've got the opportunity to go with a Yuumi Camille combo, which is terrifying if you're able to jump on towards this Lucian and keep him in check. So I think you have a lot of opportunities here for BLG to actually facilitate Bin on this Camille pick and let him become the big damage dealer as this game goes on.
Well, somebody's going to have to be the big damage dealer in this one, and BLG are hoping that's on their side. They want to try to push V5 to 3 games here in our last series of the night. It's V5 versus BLG.
So much relies on this for BLG and for V5, trying to show that that one stint against OMG was just a one misplay and shouldn't be taken into account. But we'll have to see how it goes on. Late invade coming through from V5 on this bottom side of the map. And Doggo and Icon.
No way.
Oh, Icon stepped out of the bush. They know he's there.
No way. Oh my god, PP got a Photic. They find Doggo. Doggo's in trouble. Doggo goes down, first blood to V5.
Rookie hits the abduct onto Doggo as he flashes away. Icon stepping out of the bush gave BLG all the information they needed to wrap around. Sorry, V5 all the information they need to wrap around. Big mistake from BLG, and V5 would be happy to take that one.
He dies, he burns his flash, and now momentum heavily in V5's hand. We said get the ball rolling early. Well, the ball's already heading towards the goalpost, BLG. See V5 starting this bottom side of the map, though. They will get a leash on for Xiaolongbao. But top side, we'll see WeiWei be starting his red buff.
So, Photic and ppgod. Okay, super smart. So, the ward they don't realize is there, but what they're trying to do is make BLG think that they started on their blue buff after getting the kill. But with the ward there, at least BLG will know that, hey, look, my camps are all up. WeiWei, you can still try and clear down towards the spot side. Looks like you might actually try and make a play. But watch the abduct here. So they spot him, and then the flash into the abduct. I don't know if it was deliberate by Rookie, but I'm pretty sure that abduct was not going to be able to hit on towards Icon. So I think that was just a predict there from Rookie, but I could be wrong.
I give Rookie the benefit of the doubt every time. I don't know. This guy is so insane. And now Xiaolongbao will find Doggo, who doesn't have a flash. He has a cleanse. The slow's not enough for V5. They're just trying to punish this bottom lane.
And they were trying to see if BLG could set up for a play on the bot side. But so WeiWei's going for the level 3 gank. Xiaolongbao goes, hold on a second, I gotta go for the level 2 gank. But WeiWei will still be here, get healing off this Gromp, and you do have to still be careful, especially if Photic and ppgod are trying to play as aggressive as they have been.
And they're trying to get that level 3 mark here, but it could end up in them biting up too much here. WeiWei will play some alcove gameplay, I'm sure, as he wants to wait to step up. With Photic and ppgod overstep just a moment to be doom. But look at this, Xiaolongbao already back down towards the bottom lane. He knows where the carry lies at this point. Oh my god, he's gonna find potentially, okay, a little bit late on the keeper's verdict, the flash, but they will find yet another gank onto Doggo. Here comes WeiWei as a response, though. Could be a huge return for BLG, but they don't go for it just yet. The wind becomes lightning, dodged out of by XLB.
Level 3 so close to being hit by Doggo and Crisp, but that was nearly disastrous. WeiWei will find Xiaolongbao again. A lot of back and forth here on this bottom side as, I mean, honestly, WeiWei has managed to clear out a bit more of his camps. We'll get the scuttle on bot side. Man. Oh my god.
He doesn't want to leave.
But this is what I've been saying before about Xiaolongbao. Is like, I actually don't agree with this play. Like, you've wasted way too much time here on the bottom side and, like, hasn't really gained you anything at the moment. Like, yes, Photic and ppgod will get to push the wave back out, but it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. Whereas WeiWei now will get both of these scuttle crabs, should have perfect timing as well on towards Xiaolongbao's blue here, which with Icon pushing in, it looks like they might even try and invade onto or look for a dive on the top side.
Yeah, they're actually looking top side, and Rich taking a little bit of damage on the trade as the wave is about to crash as well. WeiWei Icon will show up. You have Xiaolongbao right on the backside of this play, but it's too little too late. Rich goes down. BLG on the board themselves.
And this is the same problem that we saw from Xiaolongbao in the OMG series, where he's trying to commit overly heavy for his lanes and is getting punished on the opposite side of the map. Not getting anything on the bot side. Now WeiWei we get a reset off. He has the CS lead, he's going to have the XP lead, he's got the kill lead, and it just hasn't quite come to fruition here for Xiaolongbao. And that's where you've got to, kind of as a jungler, say no eventually to these plays. And we just haven't seen Xiaolongbao have the confidence to say that. It's a leftover from his RNG days.
Wondering where those leftovers came from. Icon on the way back will find Rookie, who had already moved a little bit faster than himself. But we'll actually see Icon turn back around because Photic and ppgod playing a little aggressively. A little time bought because of that aggression of V5. And again, back to your point, a little bit of resource mismanagement, it felt like, and BLG taking absolute focus for it.
Yeah, and I love this from Wei. To hit your 3 talent strike, 2 auto attacks onto the creep, and then flash forward into the auto, so there's no way that Rich can respond. And then you've got the follow-up hook shot as well from Bin to get the CC chain keep going. So really nice play from BLG. And again now, Icon, good push in this mid lane. Slow push started. Will hit 6 off of the next wave as it collapses. So we'll have to keep our eyes on Icon to see if he can make a roam. But looks like V5 might be trying to shut that one down, as Rich wants to see if he can get in behind this mid laner.
Okay, so a little movement away from the top lane. Let's try to punish Icon more so, but the dragon is spawned. The chickens will be crocodilian lunch, and WeiWei won't be able to say too much about it. We are seeing a lot of movement back down towards the bottom lane, though, for V5.
Yeah, you can see, though, WeiWei's aware that something was afoot, as Bin was saying, hey, look, my top lane is missing. Please, for the love of God, do not walk into that jungle. Give that Croc any sort of help. Doggo, though, left in his bot lane here. Maybe in trouble as V5 are collapsing.
See if the kitty cat's able to stop anything from happening there. They stopped. They actually backed up, and now they're pinging back onto it. And Doggo might be in some trouble here. The Ultra Shock Laser's not going to do much. And as the lightning crashes, so does Doggo into the ground. They get a trade back, though. XLB falls. Bin just goes in. They got the Realm Warp coming from mid lane as well. Photic is dead. Bin has the Yuumi on top of him as well. Rookie's just trying to run away. He wants to get to his big bad Rich, but it's BLG who capitalized.
And it's a great pickup for BLG. They trade 1 for 1 for the tower dive. They still get the goal, but
doesn't get
Rich
completed. It's a 4v3, not in favor of V5, but they're going in anyways. Rookie is locked down here. ppgod, he's just trying to watch and has the flash over the wall. V5.
What? I don't know why V5 are trying to commit here. I mean, yes, Doggo back, but you're still 4 members strong here on BLG. So you end up delaying your resets. Zeri now in the mid lane picking up a free wave for herself, and BLG won the trade, right? Doggo does a really good job to flash away here, get the damage onto Xiaolongbao, so Xiaolongbao goes down again, only level 4 on this bot side of the map, and then Bin, this is why he's so good at Camille. Understands exactly how much damage he can take, sidestep the bubble, there's the execute with the Q, the true damage coming through, and then Rookie in a lot of trouble here, but does manage to escape away. Now you've got a level 5 for both junglers. Rift Herald is up and available, but I believe WeiWei should just be about to hit level 6 now as he goes towards his next camp, or maybe as he gets off the red buff, but still control here for BLG with the opportunity to try and go over towards that Rift Herald. So V5 are going to look for another dive on the spot lane turret.
This is actually insane. I honestly, after this, I just want to look at XLB's jungle percentage bot lane. Like, I just want to see what it is. The bubble will not land. ppgod taking a ton of damage from that tower, but the dragon started up by V5.
I mean, the Rift Herald is going to be started by BLG, so you're going to have to try and trade back and forth here as V5. Now, with everything that's been happening, Photic is very strong in this bot lane. 2 kills for himself, a 10 CS lead, working very quickly up towards the Gale Force. So if Photic and ppgod can continue to put pressure onto this bot side, it is going to be a major win for V5 where they can look to snowball this game. But the problem is that if you're not able to do so, well, BLG are, you know, slowly but surely ramping up. Camille having a kill for herself. Icon will have push in the mid still and can try and move in towards side lanes. And WeiWei will eventually, I feel like, start up this Rift Tower. I'm surprised he hasn't already.
A little bit, but hey, a little behind the ball maybe. We won't see Zhao capitalize on that too much. The plates, though, in bottom lane are falling to Photic and ppgod, so they'll get a little bit more gold for themselves, and XLB heading straight up through mid lane as we do see WeiWei starting up that Rift Tower.
It's funny on the last day of the split, sorry. I know this is on a complete tangent, but on the last day of the split, we're seeing everyone now bring out the Sunfire Blade of the Rune King build. We're seeing on Rich here as well.
Oh, for 12-13, yeah.
Yeah, the last day when it's actually still useful. But either way, V5 again on the bot side. Icon's ultimate has been stolen by Rookie, though, and Icon not spotting anyone, doesn't want to overcommit because not sure where Xiaolongbao is. But again, now you're moving WeiWei back down to this bot side. So V5 are trying very hard to make these plays bot lane stick, but it's just giving time again for BLG to get back out on the map, kind of continue to use this small advantage they have, not on bot side, but elsewhere in the map.
And Doggo goes right in, knowing WeiWei's there right behind him. They didn't even need WeiWei because PP got balls, and guess who gets it? It's Crisp.
I mean, look, he's got to put some of these old students in their place, you know? They get too big for their britches and they think they can win a series against you. Come on. But now, BLG moving in towards this bot side. Icon still there, but Realm Warp. But you still have Xiaolongbao and Rookie there trying to threaten as well. This is getting a little bit dicey on this bot side. And it looks like BLG read that and will back away.
I'm just waiting for XLB to go clear those two wards here.
Yeah.
I was wondering if Icon might stay to kind of pressure him back, but won't be so. And we'll just see, you know, WeiWei constantly hovering this bottom lane, XLB constantly hovering this bottom lane, and we're looking at that island at the top side with Bin having a big play early on to kind of influence the later parts of the game. But again, you go back to the point you were talking about just a little bit ago. BLG are fine. They are fine and dandy at this point. They are just waiting for scaling to come online for themselves.
Exactly, and that's the thing is, like, Yuumi, Zeri going to be fantastic in the later portion of the game. Bin as well will eventually take over in this matchup, and the fact that he's kind of staying within, you know, 10 to 12 CS is pretty impressive for this matchup, even having the level advantage too. So Bin, obviously a big Camille fan, very used to this matchup, and when you're getting help, it's definitely good.
Yep, the Hextech Ultimatum will keep him right there, and the Realm Warp brings the rest of the team to help WeiWei get the kill.
So Icon will have to reset though, and we've got to try and check out exactly what V5 are going to try and respond with, because right now they all tried to move up towards this top side to match, which means there's not exactly very much for them to try and look for the counter punch. Doggo and Chris should be able to clear up that tower, or the wave underneath the bot lane tower. Mid wave wasn't shoved in, so Icon not really losing out too much there either. So just nice map movement again from BLG, and it's netting them about a 1500 gold lead right now.
Yeah, and back to the obvious conversation was about the mid lane. Rookie having a big influence in early game plays and early decision making for V5. Here, Icon actually getting the first crack at it, able to really influence a lot of the side lanes, and the one with at least the kills, where Rookie has helped early on but hasn't really been able to get any resources for himself.
And this was what we were kind of saying, is that the downside of having like a Sylas paired with the Nami Lucian is that Nami Lucian want to be aggressive, but it's so much dictated by that mid lane as
my God,
that's some damage.
That Blade of the Rune King ain't helping you today, Rich. You better wish you had a Divine Sunder. Rookie is taking a fight into WeiWei here, though.
Oh my God,
just
WeiWei
down outright. XLB running away, Lightning Crash with the final chapter in bottom lane too. Doggo is going to get the stun on the ppgod here, but a nice bubble on a Crisp. It's traded back, but Doggo's still firing away. He gets one. He might jump over the wall, doesn't go for it, but BLG coming out aces, and at this point have complete control of this second game.
BLG knows that their playoff potential relies on this series, and they will not go down without a fight. Kills across the board there. Mid lane gets 2, bot lane gets 1, Bin nearly gets 1 for himself on the top side of the map as well, and BLG are back.
They are the reinforcements helping them out, Dagda. They're looking real good. This bot lane focus, that's funny because V5 thought they were focused at bot lane, but it's all about BLG.
Look at this from WeiWei though. The ultimate at the perfect time with the flash body slam trying to come through from Xiaolongbao means that they're not able to get the kill there. Doggo as well, able to finish off one. Nearly gets the kill here as Photic changes up his focus, but Doggo does such a good job. Never ever tries to move over towards ppgod until Photic is out of the picture, making sure that he gets as much damage onto the enemy AD carry as possible, denying him access to crisp. And now Doggo looking a lot better than what this early game would have suggested, as WeiWei again will find Xiaolongbao. The steadfast presence will deny it.
Chris comes right to WeiWei's aid there, but we'll see actually Doggo moving to the mid lane now, trying to pick up as much farm as possible. Another dragon is on the table here, but V5 nowhere near any place to really contest that, and it'll just be quickly secured by WeiWei and BLG. Rich from top side trying to take a bit of a fight against Bin, does have the Dominus. Is going to be taking a nice little trade here if XLP can get a nice trade himself. Maybe they can kill Bin, but the hook shot gets him out of there, and it'll be turret focus at least to trade down from that dragon.
Yeah, I mean, it may be traded here on the bot side. Rookie trying to deal as much damage as possible to clear out the wave, but taking a lot of damage in return. And look at WeiWei.
He's trying to find it here too. He did just use the last talent strike there, so won't have the knockup, but Wind becomes lightning. Does he want to take it? Oh, he does! Oh, he gets the flash out of Rookie. One more auto attack. The red buff Wind becomes lightning, dodged out of by Rookie.
That was so close. Fancy feat by Rookie. Means that the Wind goes lightning doesn't connect, but Photic now with Icon here will have to back away.
Yeah, he just gets the calling to give them a nice farewell present while WeiWei goes back to farming. And Icon pushing the tier 2 tower now. Doggo is getting flanked by XLB. See what he can do here, but the Yuumi Zeri combo, that's why we've seen it so scarily so many times before in the LPL. It is so hard to get to.
Sorry, that mid lane turret needs a stiff breeze to take it down. And a little bit unfortunate for BLG, but it will mean that V5 will rotate up towards this Rift Tower, which is spawned. Pushed by Bin in top end, though, means you can't fully commit to this, and V5, never realizing that, will back away. So again, BLG keeping control of the map, keeping control of these objectives, and they scale better. They're keeping control better. This is worrying for V5.
It absolutely is, and I think you're looking at Icon just bouncing between mid and bot. You're looking at the absolute control that BLG has found, and now this Rift Herald, they have even more of a chance of snowballing than I feel like we got to see a lot of from last game, where we got that early game prowess from them that didn't turn out into anything. But this composition, it feels alive and well for BLG. And now they did get that second Rift Herald. They're looking to use it top, but they do have some stiff competition up here. V5 looking to defend.
I like this from BLG, though. Taking it, never mind, not taking it slow.
Never mind. Dominus is popped. The tidal wave comes through. Hextech Ultimatum is not going to save Ben because Rich gets the follow-up kill. TP from V5. They are committing, and WeiWei goes down as well. V5 getting a response back, but they're losing mid lane.
I don't know if they needed the TP from Rookie, but it was all hands on deck on that top side, which means Doggo now going to start putting pressure onto this bottom lane. Icon is on the bot side of the map as well. And I thought we'd actually see BLG take it a little bit slow. Say, hey, look, we're going to wait until mid and bot are in position before we go for the top side play. But they pulled the trigger early, and V5 will respond. No towers are going to go down for BLG, which is just a little bit unfortunate. But a lot of damage is sustained by these tier 2 structures.
They are, and Rookie is himself getting a lot of damage done by Icon. Still, the Rift Herald is the play here for BLG, where they're going to utilize that as we go into the replay of that last little series of events.
Yeah, and see, this is where I was like, oh, wait, this is really smart. Like, you're going to wait for the wave, you're going to be fine, and then Bin's like, no, I go in. What are you talking about? And unfortunately, it does mean that they end up with the too many members up here. I'm surprised by Rookie's TP. Like, I really don't think that was necessary there. Like, yes, WeiWei is strong, but that's strong. Now, though, it will mean that, again, Rift Tower kind of slowed down, not able to use to get that top turret in position, and the map being pushed out by V5 means you may actually end up seeing a bit of a panic, Rift Tower going down, as BLG may not be able to get the map in position, but unless they, like, drop mid-wave to move up to top lane or something along those lines, or they just try to brute force an advantage with the fact that Icon has good shove in top, and at the moment, Xiaolongbao isn't matching the play on top side.
See WeiWei follow up Rookie here, going through the jungle of V5. We'll be able to catch him out here. Rookie has the crown, does get popped by the prowling projectile there. Rift is popped down. Doggo caught up by XLB. Will cleanse immediately, though. Photic was quick to follow if Doggo got caught. That's just another summoner spell burned by BLG.
Yeah, and we will get the Rift Out play on the bottom, or on the top side even. Icon now pushing TP behind, though. They want to force this as V5.
Icon able to get the Realm Warp out. WeiWei was the focus, but he has Crisp right with him, and now XLB might be overcommitting as BLG try to reform in mid lane.
But look at the bot lane. Camille didn't TP. Bin's going to get that turret, and BLG trying to see if they can get this mid lane turret as well. Poppycopter will connect.
He does get the duo out at least, so it's a 2v3. But again, it's side lane pressure from BLG. Bin playing the game masterfully on this Camille, and it's working out beautifully for BLG because V5 really don't have an answer.
I mean, Bin's got the flank here. You don't have... Look at where Rookie is. He's miles away from this, so V5 have to give it up. They were thinking of maybe flanking onto mid lane, but all these fancy plays not working out for V5, and they're overcomplicating things. So BLG getting the position on the map. Dragon is up now in 2 seconds. V5, I don't think, can really try and contest this, especially as Bin now moving up to top side to match Rookie's push.
And it just hit 20 minutes. We have 5 towers taken for BLG. So much gold given their way, right? I mean, it's incredible how quickly they put the pressure on V5. This will be second Dragon, obviously still a while from stacking those up to a soul potential, but V5 have 1 tier 2 tower left, and you've had Bin, who has been just an absolute menace in the side lane.
And the problem is no one can deal with Bin now. He's managed to crest. I think he's got 2 items now completed. He's going to be able to fight against Rich. Yeah, oh no, not quite. He's like 625 gold to complete his death stance. Like, he is so incredibly close as Doggo.
Photic won't be able to find the fate on the Doggo, who has been playing very reserved in this one. I think rightfully so, right? He knows that the win condition for BLG is just get through this early scuffling that V5 want to do.
All they want to do is try and play for sides. Like, even if you're committing all these resources mid as V5, look at where... Oh, actually, Doggo going to take a good amount of damage here.
Photic? Photic,
okay.
you little damn! All right, there's the tidal wave back. Everybody's like, okay, calm down, calm down.
That was very close on both sides. Photic had to use both his cleanses flash, though, so may not have been the most valuable. If they got the pick, maybe they get Baron. But again, like, it feels like desperation from V5, not really needed to force that. Now with Icon on your bot wave, you're going to have to go and deal with that one. The wave will be cleared out by top, though, with that Camille pushed, which means that BLG, knowing the wave is bot, will turn over towards the Baron.
All right, V5, XLB used the scrying, the plant there, and was unable to hit the Baron, but they know that it's being started. Half health now, but BLG are just looking to take the fight afterwards. They actually are missing a lot of their ultis. They have the Hextech ultimate, they have the Crescent Guard, but here comes V5. XLB in there first. Does have the steadfast presence. The final chapter from Rookie. They're on to the backline, but Bin uses the Hextech ultimatum, and they've already lost XLB. The Baron goes over to BLG, but V5 are actually able to take a lot of them off the board, and Doggo dies too. Rookie is putting on his carry pants, and he's able to take down everybody from BLG. The kill goes to Photic, and a huge turnaround from V5.
BLG needed to back away. They let the Baron get too low, and at that stage, wayward damage coming through off the AoE abilities from V5 puts it into a terrible position. BLG are forced to match the fight or end up giving over the Baron, and you'll see the result here. Nothing connected with from Xiaolong Bao, but they engage onto Icon, and at this stage, everyone on BLG wants to back away. But they can't. The Baron's too low. They stop damaging it, which means the V5 are damaging them. They try to pick off Xiaolong Bao just so then they can try and get the fight out of the equation, but it means that you're putting all your damage into one of the tankiest members on V5 and not dealing with any of the threats that are in your face. Massive mistake from BLG. It was a good call to get the TP from Sylas, but they end up over-committing too much damage.
We see XLB keeping up the tempo here. Rookie stealing the Crescent Guard, and Icon caught out, left to dry as Rich pulls WeiWei off of the fight. And guess who gets yet another shutdown? It's the man in the mid lane for V5, Rookie.
And this is where Rookie and V5 come alive. Impressive, impressive stuff to keep finding these TP plays, to keep finding these moments, to bring it back and not end up giving that respect over to BLG to say, hey, look, you have an advantage, but that doesn't matter. We want to show that we're one of the top 4 teams in the league. We want to show that we deserve to move on towards that world championship. And to do that, they have to put BLG back in their spot.
They absolutely do. And Rookie is front and center in that. But also, got to look at the LPL All-Pro First Team ADC in spring, Photic, who has had 2 back-to-back incredible games on the Lucian, Dagda.
Yeah, it's been absolutely incredible. And the fact that you're able to find these again is so impactful. V5 though, still needs to be threatened. I'm trying to find my stat here from what it was back in spring, because V5 had the most insane win rate when they were behind at the 15-minute mark. I cannot for the life of me find it. It's
Well,
just
you know
not
what? I
happening.
got you. You just go ahead. You keep looking, all right? Because I'm going to set up the scape here. Because BLG, they are trying to get some vision game around the Dragon Pit. They know this is a win condition for them. They need to get these neutral objectives for themselves, and they want to get their front and center. They're bringing Doggo in behind, but it's a front-to-back fight they want. And what we've seen from V5 is they're able to find ways in, even with Bin being a huge force here. There's not much they can do.
It was a third. They went a third of their games went behind. And
Let's
this is
go.
feeling like a third of their games. But they have to try and fight the dragon as they're already setting up. No flash on Doggo leaves him vulnerable. Keep your eyes on Bin though to see if you can get a good flank onto Photic. That is the person that you need to kill as Bin.
Oh, the crown is gone from Rookie. Oh, there goes onto the backline. Bin onto Photic. They can't get the damage follow-up, though, because of that Keeper's verdict onto WeiWei. The final chapter across, though. Rookie has the lightning crash. As the Ultra Shock laser comes out from Doggo. Doggo step it up here. Rookie can go over the wall. Has the lightning crash, uses it. Tries to go back in onto WeiWei. Doggo has to get out. He's almost out of mana at this point. And you've got to be really careful. That's already WeiWei down 2. Doggo, you
so
got to
low.
find a way to carry. Icon, somebody. Doggo's got 1. Can Doggo clean it up? Doggo's got 2. He's trying to find the miracle play.
No
He's
way.
got him. No. Crisp goes down, and a triple kill is not enough. And V5 slammed the door on BLG.
They will not allow BLG to take this win. So close to Doggo finding that fight. Health bars blinking, sweat beading on their brows, but V5 will find the fight and deny BLG once more.
Oh my God, this is only game 2. It's such a banger. We got a replay here to look at the chaos in that fight.
And you nailed it, Mazel. The Hammer Keeper's verdict denying the follow-up for Bin. The final chapter going wide here feels almost unironically poetic for BLG, as they will lose out on the fight that could deny them their spot in playoffs. And look at Doggo. He has Crisp. He's so low on mana. He needs to try and find the play. His Icon will just about get people low enough, but he ends up tanking so much with the damage that comes through from Rich, with the follow-up coming through from Rookie here as well. Great job by Xiaolongbao to get in behind the and Photic with that flash away from the queue, denying that play from Doggo, denying the pentakill potential and the saving grace for BLG.
Sorry, I just need a second to write that in my note document, because that is a heck of a play of a week. 'Cause that flash, the last second, Photic, the clutchness to cancel out the damage from Doggo. Those are the little moments you look at, and that is why Photic has been lauded, at least in spring and most of summer here, as a big carry potential on top of Rookie, on top of the rest of this V5 squad. And that's why they're always so deadly, and they're going to continue at Dagda. They find the flank. WeiWei gets a nice final chapter with the use of Crisp on the backside. Rookie going golden. Keeper's verdict, again, makes the difference, Dagda. I don't know what to say. XLB doesn't have to do much, but he just gets them out of the fight, and V5 take them down 1 by 1.
Every single time, V5 are finding ways to spread out the fight, denying Bin access on his engagements. And now, with Baron in their sights, Icon left standing. Smite is there for Xiaolongbao. There is no hero play. There is no time for BLG. V5 would not be denied
Icon
game
wants
2.
it. He wants the hero play, but there ain't no hero. Iconically going down is Icon, and the Baron to V5.
And just like that, again, V5 10-3. A loss to OMG will put them into that unfortunate spot where They are still chasing the rest of the pack of RNG, JDG, and top esports. But with performances like this, it no longer feels capable of dousing that V5 are one of our top 4 teams. Every single fight, impeccable. The positioning, the ability usage, separating out the team. Everyone is playing their part, and people escaping on just a sliver of HP like XLB there to turn over towards the Baron. And now, with the gold lead finally back in favor of Victory 5, with Dragon in a minute and a half, BLG are against the ropes. You don't have the damage on Bin just yet because he's gone for the stopwatch. Doesn't have like the Ravenous Hydra. He's going to try and go for the GA just so he can continue to drive the backline, but not being able to find success in killing Photic means Photic has been a monster. And when a minute is left until this Dragon, they have to find a way to deal with the Lucian.
I mean, at this point, I'm just looking through my cabinet on my right for the BLG Flex Seal because they got to stop the leaking. They got to stop the flood that is V5 coming back into this game, and at this point in the driver's seat, because V5 have gone and taken multiple fights in a row. They have the Baron buff for another 1 minute and 40 seconds. Keeper's Verdict again separating them out. They're going to lose more turrets. The side lane is going okay now. You're sending Rookie to deal with Bin.
Yeah, Keeper's Verdict is used though, which means that you may not actually be up for the next fight. That could be a bit of a window there, but although it is actually quite a short cooldown, but still maybe a quick window. Bane TPing in behind though. They want to get this fight before Rookie can arrive.
He has TP coming up here now, but they're just having him walk here. The Baron buff, the minions too strong. Photic, he tries to go for Doggo. The final chapter is used now. TP onto the tower for Rookie, and they're just looking to avalanche it. Is this another situation like game number 1? Do they just take it off of one little fight? They at least take the inhib, and now they're pinging back towards the Dragon.
Both teams are trying so desperately to read what the other is going to do. BLG TP been in, but he's not in a spot to really follow up. Rookie now trying to play off a side to return an answer to Bin in these scenarios where he has that Hextech ultimatum as well. BLG grouped up as 5 though, and trying to get through a choke point against V5 is not going to be a pretty sight. So they will back away and give more over to Victory 5.
I like that they all walk up together, at least see and survey what was going on in front of them, but they were getting minions onto the Nexus Tower. So BLG realized the situation they're in, they back away. They'll live to fight another day, but the question is, how many more days do they have left here? Because V5 have been on a surge in this game where we were talking about late game potential for BLG. With that early lead they had, we're like, okay, well, they're fine and dead. They're just walking along, no big deal. But V5 somehow take this skirmish-heavy team that we were saying really wanted to find leads early, and they find leads at any time.
Yeah, they may not get days, but if they can buy minutes, that could be it for BLG. Icon so close to completing his Rabadon death cap. Bin nearly getting that Guardian Angel as well, which could make the difference. Same when you look at Doggo. These 1 or 2 item breakpoints could make the difference. Bin just completing his Guardian Angel there. This is where we could see the difference maker for BLG, but it's so difficult. Baron is up in 2.5 minutes. V5 are unrelenting in pushing these side lanes. Rookie is split push. Kari has picked up his own Rabadon's death cap as well. He is nearly completely full build. The only thing he can do is upgrade to a Magi Soul Stealer, and you need to make sure again that you are finding access to the backline as BLG, but vision is everywhere for V5.
It is, and pressure is everywhere. Photic is just going forward constantly. He almost gets way down. He has to burn the Crescent Guard back. The culling was traded for that, but Rookie right on the side looking for the flank. A tier 2 tower will fall for V5 and more pressure in the bottom lane.
The E5 don't want to overextend here. Bin could get the Hextech ultimatum across the wall, and that could be it, but they will just keep the pressure up, knowing that as long as they are letting the minions in the mid lane do the work, they will be totally fine. Keeping BLG in their base means they'll be totally fine, because that means no wards at the Baron, no wards in topside jungle. BLG, if they're fully focused and trying to hold off this mid lane and bot lane push, cannot get access to the map, and that is what V5 are trying to contend with here.
Trying to contend, and especially trying to keep up the momentum here. I would say, especially with the item spikes that we're seeing come through, especially the Lord Dom's now completed 4th item for Doggo. You've got to watch out
for the carry potential. But you also got to watch out for Rookie, who is Super Spy Man 5000, and he buys the flank here on the side. He goes golden because Doggo is putting out some real work, but Keeper's Verdict separates Bin from the rest of the fight. WeiWei's down already. Doggo's going forward. He has the AoE. He has the slow of the rich, but he got to be careful because the bubbles will get you all day. XLB, there's Rookie. He wants to find Doggo. He does. The shutdown's coming on through. There's TP coming from Icon. He just TPs to his death. Bin hook shots out, but that's a double kill for Rookie and make that the end of the series. BLG's reinforcements mean nothing to Victory 5.
BLG's playoffs are looking slim to none as Victory 5, right and wrong done to them by OMG. They will take the series, they will take the Nexus, and they will continue taking names in the LPL.
The redemption, the comeback, the slump has been stopped against BLG, and V5 feel reinvigorated. XLB having a series night and day comparatively, and look at the smiles on their faces. Dagda, ppgod getting a little extra love from Rookie.
A rough early game from Victory 5 would not be counted as their mid-game is incredible. Doesn't get the handshake at the end.
Awkward, man, awkward.
Was amazing. But what a performance from V5 in this mid-game. TP plays, understanding the map, catching out BLG every single moment where BLG overstepped. The Baron fight, what brought it to its culmination, turned the corner for V5, was so well played. And now a 2-0 win doesn't spell how close this series was, but it will still spell success for Victory 5.
That man that you just saw on your screen, that man right there, you can always believe in the power of the legendary mid laner Rookie, and every single time he hits the rift, you get to see just incredible stuff, man. The guy just knows how to play the game at a different level, and when you're seeing XLB play around that, when you're seeing them play around Photic and ppgod in the bottom lane, it all just culminates so beautifully. And yes, we saw, I feel like, one iteration of V5 tonight where it was a lot of that bot lane focus with the Lucian and Nami, but it still reassures the fact that this is one of the top teams in the LPL, Dagda.
Yeah, but this is heartbreaking in the opposite side for BLG.
It is.
Now the max that they can hit is 7 and 9. They will go to -7 on score difference. And when you're looking at teams like Anyone's Legend, who are already sitting at 7 and 6, even if they lose their series, they cannot hit the -7. You're still looking at teams like OMG, who are 7-7, LNG 7-7, FPX have the opportunity to hit 8 and 8. TT have a very easy schedule ahead of themselves to hit 8 and 8 as well. And even if they could beat RNG, that only puts them at 9 and 7 as well. So, I mean, it looks very unlikely now that BLG are going to be able to make it in towards that playoff spot.
Yeah. And even with those reinforcements, I will say, good moments. I guess that's all I could really pull away, because you can't say there was a game victory for them. You can't pull that aspect of it. But again, like you had mentioned before, like, the scoreline does not reflect this series. The scoreline does not reflect any of these games because they were so back and forth, and you could see where some of that reinvigoration of the roster for BLG was coming to work. I mean, they were stepping toe-to-toe with V5 in most parts of both of the games.
And it's so sad to see that this is the BLG we get at the end of the split. Yeah. Like, this was the BLG that we have wanted to see all split long, the BLG that could have been, but they will not come through. And as chances are in 2023, we won't see this roster either with the way that things have gone. So we'll have to wait and see what happens to the members of this squad as they start to go forward. But for V5, on a more positive note, spectacular stuff. We haven't really seen Lucian, Nami taking over in that bot lane, or even having the impact that we've seen from Photic and ppgod in this series. Rookie as well, whether it's the Lissandra, whether it's this Sylas as well, having an incredible performance. Yeah. And Xiaolong Bao, the Poppy, these